Ladies and gentlemen, Jesse Burdick, in mid-text, he's working, consulting people, and doing the power project at the same time. I'll do the opener for him. Ready?
Okay, yeah, please.
This is Jesse Burdick. I'm not really high as a kite. I'll answer your question. Hopefully my face isn't too pixelated. This is for supertraining.tv. Here we go.
Oh, that was awesome. And it's supertraining.
There you go. Right back at me.
Right back at you. All right, so we got a couple questions about the knee, which is that general area.
Wow, you could have shaved and got a tan for us.
I did actually. That's
my God! I shaved this morning.
All right, so knee pain. So what you're looking at, most people's knee pain is going to be kind of coming from, you're going to be isolated in this area in front. Should I move my gay bag out of the way?
Oh, that's not yours, right?
No, this came with a room, right? Mm-hmm. So what we need to kind of take care of, a couple things when the knee is involved. The first one is vastus medialis, which is the teardrop muscle, which is right here. I don't have
shake
oil.
it out.
Shake
it out.
This is the muscle that actually controls the kneecap, the patella tendon itself. So the more you're able to kind of take care of this, the more everything is going to move properly. Okay. Other thing we need to take care of is kind of just the side of your leg, so IT band. So this IT band will start to kind of pull on everything. It'll just start to pull everything out. So if we're going by, Kelly, mobility WOD and Kelly strats upstream, downstream, a lot of times knee pain is not going to be concentrated on, the knee itself. It's going to be coming from the hip, and a lot of times from the ankle. A lot of times the hip is going to be very, very tight, which is going to turn you out this way and leave you in this awkward, weird position here that your ankle is going to fall in. And then your knee is going to kind of look something along those lines. And that's where you're going to kind of get banged up and start to roll forward. So, obviously, doing due diligence with hip stuff is a big thing. And also, some ankle stuff. If you're walking around like this, you're going to be putting your knee
kind of flat-footed,
or just overly flat. It's going to be putting your knee in a bad position. So what do we do? Obviously, taking care of the hip is something that we need to take care of. Taking the ankle is something we need to take care of. Ankle is very underrated and very oftentimes directly correlated to kind of
the sprained ankle ain't nothing to play with.
That's very, very true. One of the best rap lines ever. And on mobilitywod.com, they have a lot of ankle distraction stuff, voodoo band stuff for the ankle, which really, really comes on really very, very fast. Anyone who has any Achilles tendons type of damage or plantar fasciitis can clear that out within a couple of weeks if you kind of just really stay on top of it, stay diligent. So for the knee itself, a lot of times it's not the knee that hurts, it's a lot of other stuff that's going on. But if we're able to do some terminal knee extensions, TKEs, which have the band wrapped around the knee, goes to something is choked, and you're going to be here, and there's a couple of different ways. You're just going to extend this way and
get
just work
resistance from here.
from this way. You just work on flexing, coming back this way. That's going to hit. Kelly always likes to talk about end range motion. So if you can kind of tell here, that's actually going to go almost. That's to extension and almost past extension, going into one of those guys there.
A little bit of a hyper.
Almost into hyperextension, but that's just kind of the back end of that extension that everybody that you want. Voodoo wrapping your knee, always very good. So you're going to go ahead and start, find kind of the bottom of your patella tendon, wrapping from here to here. You can also wrap just below and also just above, and just go through the motions that actually kind of start to bother you. So if squatting is going to bother you, wrap above or below and go ahead and do it, or wrap all the way up and go ahead and do it. And all that's going to do, there's not a lot of meat on your knee itself. So there's a lot of tissue together that kind of gets clamped down and sticky. So the more you can kind of call attention to it via blood flow, via whether it's a voodoo band or some sort of roller of the stick, something just to kind of get some action in there, get some blood moving, the better off you're going to be. So the more stuff you can actually do up top and below the knee itself is going to be very, very beneficial. If you had an actual proper knee injury, where a tendon or something along those lines where you had some sort of surgery, one of the best things that I can always recommend is walking backwards with the sled, or if you don't have access to a sled, go buy one. They're $90. Walking backwards with the sled, one of the most underrated and underutilized exercises there is. It's just going to give you so much proper range of motion, so much proper movement, so much proper locomotion in that knee and just in your lower body. Just going to build up really, really good quality reps, bring you back really, really quickly. Great stories about, Louis telling Jim Hodgkins how to do that. Comes back from a double knee injury, ends up able to squat almost 1,100 pounds. So it's a very, very powerful tool if used right, and if just used. It probably got some cobwebs, probably got some dust. Dust that bad boy out and go after it.
What if I have a lot of pain, like let's see.